What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rockling Road Show. I am Alvie.
I'm the 1-3. We're together.
We are together. Finally, we're coming to you live from the headquarters of the Rockling Road Show, the 1-3 bar. As the 1-3 did say, yeah, work together again. It's been a couple weeks. Last week or week before, you had some motorcycle issues.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to talk to you about because I haven't talked to you about that yet.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, so little motorcycle issues, and thanks to our good friends at Noto, they got your ass home. So
Noto helped me out so much, man. I tell you what.
Yeah.
They, last minute deal, and I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Ray, Jay, I can't remember your name. The driver was amazing, all right, as well as his wife that was the dispatcher. They were all freaking awesome. And what they did is they, last minute, he was already on his way home, turned around. They live in St. Pete.
Right.
Turned around and come pick me up all the way over here and bring me to Wesley Chapel, which was freaking awesome.
Freaking on point. So.
Oh, man, I tell you.
Yeah, no, the guys over at Noto, they're awesome dudes.
They are.
Can't say much about them. Dan, what's up? Sybil, how's it going? HD, what's going on? By the way, HD, I just got a shipment information, so the rest of your prize, so to speak, is on its way. So
really, the rest?
Yeah, he's got more coming. Because we didn't send him.
Why didn't you send him stuff?
Yeah, okay, yeah, me. and then Kim, hey, Kim, she's on too.
That's awesome.
So yeah, let's go ahead and pay the bills.
Pay the bills, man.
And we will get the show going.
Absolutely. So as always, we are brought to you by Misfit Metalworks. Misfit Metalworks offers CNC plasma cutting, welding, metal fabrication, and prototyping services, as well as laser engraving. You can contact the Misfits for all your metal needs at 813-598-7409 or stop by the shop at 1913 East Bears Avenue, Unit 1100B. That's here in Tampa, 33613. You know what? Let them know the Rockling Road Show sent you. Definitely.
And we're also brought to you by Eric Warren Artistry and Dropkick Customs. Eric Warren Artistry is a custom paint and fabrication studio that specializes in turning your dreams into a custom reality. Or the other way around, but that's okay.
Dreams into reality, man.
EWA offers a one-stop shop for all your paint and metal fiberglass needs, welding, powder coating, motorcycle stereo equipment, air ride systems, custom wheels, and much more. Contact Eric Warren Artistry at 813-503-4764 or stop by the shop at 13215 North Nebraska Avenue, Suite A, Tampa, Florida 33612. And as always, let Eric know that we sent you. Last but certainly not least, we're sponsored by the Fran Hosh Law Group. The Fran Hosh Law Group provides legal representation for all victims of negligence. They handle a broad range of personal injury, wrongful death matters, including car and truck accidents, motorcycle collisions, slip and fall injuries, and much more.
Right on. For all your legal needs, please contact Fran Hosh at 866-LAW-FRAN or visit lawfran.com. You can stop by the offices at 1275 Nebraska Avenue. That's in Palm Harbor, Florida, 34683. And you can let them know the Rockling Road Show sent you.
Absolutely. So coming off of a fun weekend, I was not able to attend, but it looks like you guys had a tremendous weekend.
Dude, we had a blast. We really did. And I wish my wife was in here because I'd put her on camera as well. She did an amazing job for me. She actually held me together because I was going
a mile a minute.
Oh my God, I was going so many different directions.
8 million directions.
And she helped straighten me out. She helped set up, helped break down, as well as Nikki and Eric. We got there Thursday night, set the tent up. Friday morning I get there, the tent's popped up, everything's ready to go, man. They had the table ready, they had the cloth on it. I'm like, really?
Nice.
I just had to set the electronics up and get it ready to go. It was pretty cool, man. It was really cool.
No, that's awesome. So yeah, I'm glad you guys had a killer weekend. Like I said, wish I could have been there, but circumstances being what they were, it just wasn't in the cards. But yeah, so before we get into the show, I do want to talk to you about your motorcycle issue. So,
oh boy,
what is going on? I'll tell you what. Before we get into it, Dan says electric dirt bikes, I think, are a good start for seeing the gradually introducing electric motorcycles. To see the new FTRE, I feel, is a great start. Margaret says, "Don't forget me." Hello, ma.
That means I got to go to her house.
Oh, that too. And SBR Trailer Sales. Good evening, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Dan, we'll talk about electric bikes here. I guess somebody read the show notes, so we'll talk about e-bikes here in a minute. But I do agree. I was gonna also put in something about Indian's introduction to motorcycle, and I think that's what that is. The FTRE. They have a really cool kids e-bike to bring them into off-road e-bike. Really cool stuff. But anyhow, so what's the deal with your bike, man?
So my bike, when it broke down the other day, I was like really worried. I didn't know what's going to happen. Turns out the entire charging system decided to take a dump.
Nice.
It's gone. So we they're going to replace my stator, my regulator. I had a small leak on my shift lever, oil leak on the shift lever. They're taking care of that. Clutch cable's a little stretched, and my handlebar bushings, my triple tree bushings, are a little stretched. So I told them to do whatever's covered and replace my front tire. And so I'll be lucky to get out of there under $300.
Yeah.
But that's not bad, considering I'd have to. You got to split the primary. You got to take the inner and the outer primary covers off.
Oof.
Take the clutch, all that. I mean, everything's got to come apart.
Yeah.
To do the stator.
So all the electrical stuff was under warranty.
Yes,
for the most part.
When I bought the bike, obviously it's a 2011, so I bought the motorcycle used 2 years ago. And with that, I went ahead and said, well, you know what? Stuff happens. Let's look into this. So I bought the 4-year warranty with the bike.
Oh, okay.
So I got the 4-year extended warranty, and it's bumper to bumper. So we went ahead and did that, and luckily, because that charging system would have been well over $1,000.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I'm happy.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm glad that they actually found the issue because, as you know, I had my old Cowie.
Yeah.
I chased a charging issue on that bike for, basically since I owned the damn thing.
Yeah.
And it ended up being wire harnesses that were screwed up. But even still, that's the last. That was the nail in the coffin on that bike for me because
you fried it.
Yeah, I fried it at the end, and I just ended up I got rid of it. But yeah, electric issues on motorcycles suck, man. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no way around it that makes it good. So,
No.
Sam says she casted this to her TV, so we're on the big screen tonight. So
hey,
we're famous.
Big screen people.
So, all right. So, but no, glad the bike is. You still don't have it though, right?
No. My service tech went on vacation. Yesterday.
Okay.
So he it's still being worked on. He said it should be done today or tomorrow.
Gotcha.
And I hope it's done tomorrow because I'd love to go riding this weekend.
Yeah.
I really want
just get out.
Take a weekend off and go riding. I'm not going to go help nobody.
I ain't doing nothing.
No.
I ain't doing nothing.
My son needs stuff done. I ain't doing that. Nope. Sorry, Mom. Not going to do anything else except for your TV.
Except for tonight, right? Christopher
Richardson.
He's got some emoji there. I couldn't.
Cool. Motorcycle with sidecar. Cool.
Nice. Hard to see on my screen there.
So, getting off of that, I don't know where else you were going to go, but you were talking electric. We can do that later. But what I had some fun this weekend too.
Yes, you did, and we kind of touched on it on the show this Saturday, but now that I have you next to me, I want to know for real what. Obviously, we talked about it, and you said that it's not the most comfortable ride.
It is not comfortable.
It's there's certain things about it that you didn't necessarily like, but
you would be really uncomfortable on it.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't look. It looks very as a tall guy, it looks like it would be very uncomfortable.
There it is.
But with that, tell me, for everybody who didn't catch Saturday's show, some of you guys did, some of you guys didn't. Tell everybody what your what your first, first of all, what you first thought about the bike when you obviously, guys, were talking about the Livewire from Harley Davidson.
Yep.
But what were your initial thoughts when you walked up to the bike? You looked at the bike, you put your hands on it. What did you think about it? Because I've actually seen one, I've touched one. To me, it kind of felt a little toy-like.
Yes.
Okay, that's my opinion on that. But I want what your opinion on the bike was itself, and then while you were riding it, what you thought, and then your final kind of, your final review of
final thoughts.
Yeah, your final thoughts as what's that?
I can't think of it. Didn't
Jerry Springer?
Jerry Springer's final thoughts.
So let's run through the Livewire real quick.
Okay, so running through the Livewire, when I first walked up to it, I'm looking at it, I'm going, all right, it's a monoshock, kind of reminds me of a sport bike. It's plastic looking.
Yeah.
I mean, for lack of, even though it's not, it looks like a toy. Like he just said, like Alvie said, it looks like a toy. It is not the most old people user friendly. There's a lot of buttons to push and things to do. Now, what I thought was really cool, though, is when you turn it on, the screen comes on. If it's on its side stand, it shows you it's on its side stand. There's a little picture of it, side stand all lit up, and it says you need to get it off the side stand, and then it'll turn on. Does not turn on until it's off the side.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So you can't accidentally hit the throttle and go with the side stand.
Right.
Does not happen. Just like the Jap bikes with the kill switch.
Yeah.
If it's in gear with the kickstand down, it shuts off.
It'll kill it, right.
Yep. So, anyway, I sat on this bike and immediately narrow, uncomfortable seat for me. And being a short, fat dude, it's like belly on the what would be the fuel tank, the electronics right there. I had a small gap. It wasn't very close, and the lean, definitely not like. I mean, I was kind of expecting it to be like my V-Star, because the way I had the handlebars out and everything, my V-Star was more comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I look at the Livewire and I look at the riding position on the Livewire, and I think more crotch rocket. I don't think like V-Star, Vulcan, anything. Like, I think crotch rocket, like you're into the handlebars. You're not upright riding that bike. You're
Correct.
Into the handlebars. You're over the, like you said, over the gas tank, that sort of thing.
Correct. The other things that I found about it, very short rear brake.
Okay.
Your foot pegs are a little back. They're not straight below you. They're a little back, like a crotch rocket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they're very short brake. I had to look for it to find that rear brake. And I was like, whoa, where is this thing? And it's like barely off of the peg. So it was kind of touchy there. And you're always reaching for the clutch.
Yeah.
If you're used to riding, you're going for that clutch. One of the things the guy told me to do, and I told me not to do, but I did it anyway because I wanted to see what it would do. He said, when you're on the throttle and you're going, he says, don't come off it quick. What did I do? I
came off it quick. Yeah.
Did it on purpose. I wanted to see what it would do because he said it would slow it right down and almost stop it, and it doesn't. Or at least mine didn't, the one I was riding. It slowed down, but like an electric car,
it's got the dynamic braking and all that stuff, right?
Yes, like golf carts, when you come off the gas of the pedal, the foot pedal, it stops.
Right.
No, not so much. Okay. Because you're doing 40, 50
miles
an hour.
It's still got some momentum to kill out.
Yeah, I actually released the throttle outright. He says, don't release the throttle because he says, roll it slow. I said, don't.
Yeah,
I dumped it.
Yeah.
I want to know what it would do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not my bike.
For sure. So the ride was well.
I tell you what, man, acceleration.
The ride was fun.
The ride was fun. Acceleration on this thing is ridiculous. I mean, he had it. There's two modes. There's a beginner mode and an advanced mode. He had it in advanced mode for me. Dude, I ripped on that throttle. Whoop! I bet you I could have smoked that wheel. I mean, from a dead stop, I bet you if I'd have hit it, I'd have smoked that.
Now, does it feel like it would, like the front end will come up on you? or is it
I
balanced
did not,
out better?
I didn't hit it like that.
Yeah.
But because I hit it to go, so I was leaning.
So you're kind of into it.
I was leaning into it, but I didn't feel it lift at all. I mean, I imagine if you grab a handful of throttle, you'll probably lift it up.
And get it straight.
Yeah, you can get it up. I'm sure there's someone out there that's wheelied it already.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean,
we should look that up on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. HD said he saw Livewire drag racing in Orlando this week, and it was badass.
They are fast. I'm gonna tell you what. And speaking of HD and drag racing, I didn't get your links. I don't know if you didn't send them to me or whatever, because I wanted to put them on for people to know if they were in the Orlando area. And I apologize if you did send them, but I didn't see them. So
yeah. And then Dan says, I was looking at testing the Livewire, but the bike stands too tall.
Yes, it is.
With its setback of sales and technical issues, I know, and for any company branches out and try new culture to keep a traditional one we all know as motorcycle riding or in short riding free. The design and first attempt, in my view, it's not bad. It's got its perks, quirks,
and
burps like any machine does. You can like and hate the Livewire. I think will be a platform to start frame. Yeah, I mean, I think it's I think overall, like Dan's saying, I think it's an interesting start, right? And I mean, let's be honest. I don't know, as we research for this show for topics to talk about, things come up, and I've seen obviously Harley Davidson isn't the only one making an electric bike, right? Everybody's doing it,
correct?
But and some of the newer ones that are coming out are like Zero, the motorcycle company Zero.
Right.
They've got an epic looking one. What's his name? The Matrix. Keanu Reeves. His company.
That's not Zero. That's
not Zero. It's the other one. They have an awesome looking electric bike. So
do they really have an electric
bike?
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of guys, a lot of people making them. Hey, Garth, what's going on?
Donnie Huffman can wheelie one.
Donnie Huffman, there you go. So yeah, I mean, the Livewire probably, in theory, kind of comes off as the first one, right?
Well, actually, they
Harley
did
Davidson,
in
Harley
1970
Davidson,
something.
Right, Harley Davidson did make the first electric motorcycle, but yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's a good leaping off point. So with that said,
well,
what do you think? What do you think about that? Is it a good leaping off point? Is it?
Yeah. You know why? Because the very first thing I said when I got off that bike, literally, I walked to the guy that was my escort, and I said, if they put that engine, that motor, on that bike, and I'm pointing at his Road Glide, I said I'd probably buy one.
Yeah.
I mean,
it'd be an $80,000 motorcycle.
In that case, I couldn't buy it.
Right.
However,
but yeah, I see what you're saying.
I tell you what, man. I honestly liked it, the acceleration, the ride, but I think the ride would be better, on the Road Glide. You'd be more comfortable, all your bells and whistles. You'd have more place to put batteries, so you'd have extra,
Sure.
And the charging system. You'd have to do something with the braking, like I know Tesla has when you hit the brakes, it helps charge. So there's a lot of different things that they can do to this bike that you could do on a larger platform than you can in that small frame. Yeah. And I think that's the way to go.
Interesting. So yeah. So then the end all be all question, and we'll move on. It's the same question I asked you on Saturday. Is it worth the $30,000+ price tag?
20, maybe.
Yeah. So it's, and I mean, obviously,
and that's my opinion.
Sure. And I mean, obviously, the other thing to think about too is as technology increases, that price point is going to significantly. I mean, because you look at Tesla, right? Tesla makes electric cars and trucks and things like that, and they're $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 vehicles.
But they've come down,
right? And I don't know how many of you guys saw just the other day, but Chevy put out a new Hummer.
Did they?
GMC put out a new Hummer, and it's an all electric Hummer.
Really?
And I'm telling you, stat wise, dude, This thing's a beast, man.
Well,
0 to 60, 3 seconds. 1,000 horsepower, 1,500 or 15,000 foot-pounds of torque. Like, it's a machine. I don't know how much the damn thing weighs, but it's got to weigh a ton.
Well, if it's a Hummer, man, you know what? You were getting, and this is probably a great platform to put that in, because 9 miles to the gallon, versus however many miles, 150, 200 miles on a charge.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, man.
There you go. And then, but yeah, so I mean, the EV market is getting bigger, and as that technology improves, and it's really the fun part about it is, I saw it, and I'll let you answer that in a sec. But the part of the EV that makes that so expensive is the battery.
Yeah.
And until that manufacturing process and that technology furthers along,
because
you're gonna have that issue. You're not gonna be able to do much about it,
right?
But again, we've got electric motorcycle talk coming too as well. But I'll let you answer Garth's question.
So Garth, it's a high pitched whine. It really is, and you can, when you're riding, it's quiet. It's very quiet. You don't hear the whine. I actually heard the Road Glide's stereo that was behind me. And he was like 4 or 5 car lengths behind me.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a kick-ass stereo. He had a good stereo, like the Boom Audio.
Yeah, the second stage or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
But it wasn't like he could sit up there and do a stereo, contest and win it.
Right.
It's just a nice, loud stereo.
Right.
I was impressed on how much I could hear that stereo. But one of the biggest complaints, and I got this from the guys that were doing all the test rides, the biggest complaint they had is every time they're going out or somebody is on their Livewire, the cars in front of them don't hear them. They look both ways. They look over there and they pull out because they don't hear the bike coming. They see it, whatever. They might see it. It looks like it's far away, but they don't hear it. So here is a true point that they found out. Loud pipes save lives.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be that loud.
Right.
Just loud.
Just something.
You got to have pipes, man.
Yeah.
You got to make some noise because a lot of these Livewire riders are getting T-boned, man, and people pulling out in front of them because they don't hear them.
Interesting.
That was one of the stories I was getting from. I thought that was pretty cool.
So Dan says HT Fame bike was the first generation knucklehead, and to this day, every motorcycle company, Europe and America, uses a knucklehead as the platform to make their own vision of what it's like. But see, Livewire, first generation platform, next generation super electric bikes is crushing bike. Yeah, I mean, everybody. There's always an innovator, right? There's
Absolutely.
Always an innovator.
Someone's going to start it, and everybody else is going to play off off that platform.
So
and I want to say hi to Connie.
Yeah,
Connie's home.
Connie's back to Florida. So welcome back home.
Did you bring us a present? Did you bring us anything from Tennessee? Or?
So we're gonna run through. I'm kind of glad that the Livewire took a little long because I don't know how much conversation or how much we're gonna end up talking about these next 3 topics, but they're gonna create conversation. I know that. So let's run into. Oh, how about that?
What the heck?
Let's run it because I didn't go through and set the cameras up. Let's go ahead and talk about the first thing that we're going to talk about. I saw this on the news 2 nights ago, I believe, and the headline, when you read, and I purposely put this headline in the way I did. The headline reads, "Trooper sideswipes motorcycle, tackles driver on Florida interstate." Right.
See, all what I saw was the trooper tackles.
Right. Well, I've got the video for it, but the thing about it is, and we're gonna discuss this and we're gonna talk about this, but this was out in Delray Beach. A high speed chase at Delray Beach, Florida, ends in a dangerous takedown by troopers on I-95 and was all caught on video. Troopers appeared to chase a motorcyclist when a Florida Highway Patrol cruiser swerved to knock the biker off the bike, and one of the troopers then tackles the rider to the ground. This all happened on Sunday evening during what riders are calling, I'm going to put air quotes on this, calling a breast cancer awareness ride out.
You know my feelings on this because the video was released and it shows that this charity ride was like the wheels up, guns down that we saw last year.
Right.
And honestly, man, I'm telling you, I do not believe that they're out there for a charity ride. I'm sorry. You guys might say it, but I think you're just out there just playing around thinking you can get away with acting the fool. It is a very dangerous situation that you're putting yourself in, and someone is going to die.
Right.
And it's probably going to be an innocent person.
Yeah.
And an innocent person is going to kill one of you guys, and you're going to come and mob on them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be very horrible. And I'm sorry, that's my opinion. But this video shows the riders doing wheelies and risky stunts, and they're on all kinds of freaking bikes. They're on quads. They're on three-wheelers. They're on dirt bikes. They're on everything that they should not be riding on the street. Yeah. None of this stuff is street legal.
Well, don't say none of it, because some of it is.
All right, but the majority of it
there's
is
a good amount. There's a good amount that is not street legal. Greg Metzger, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining.
Hey, Greg.
So yeah, let's real quick. I'm gonna pull up the video, and then I'll let everybody. We're gonna watch the video. Let everybody watch the video, and then we'll discuss this video here afterwards. So I gotta go back. Sorry, guys. Let's get rid of this. I need to share my screen. There we go. All right.
Yeah, check this out.
Here's the side swipe. Boom, knocks him off. He gets up. He gets up and tries to get back on his bike, and then linebacker style tackles him.
There it is.
All right, so that's the video, and like I said, we talked about this. We talked about this last year, I believe. I think it was Martin Luther King or something along those lines. But Greg says sign the cop up for the Bucks.
Right.
So.
But see, I think this is this will be the third time we've talked about this, because yes, we did speak about it last year in 2019. We spoke about it at the beginning of this year, and here again near the end of the year. And I just think it's something that needs to go away.
Look, and here's my take on this, and I'm in total agreement with you. I know Dan's saying they make motorcycle and the culture look like a joke. I completely agree with you on that one, Dan. Here's where I'm not going to say that I have beef with this, because I don't technically have beef with this. My beef was the side swipe necessary? I don't, you can't really see what was going on. I guess here's what I want to say. And especially in today's culture, with how everything is so, everything is on social media, everything is viral,
right?
Everything is about, hate the blue, yada yada yada. I'm not going to go that far. What I do want to know, and what isn't told in the story, is what the hell happened prior to. Damn it, I don't have these things zoomed in. What the hell happened prior to all of that? Okay, what was that? Because I guess what I'm trying to say, if that is the way Palm Beach County is going to stop this, I don't know.
Here's also my thinking on that, because if you look at the video again and you watch, the cop didn't come over quick. He was pushing him over. Now, he may have been in front, and maybe the guy was going too fast.
Yeah, and I don't. Again, you can't really see, right?
You can't really see.
Yeah.
So maybe the guy actually hit the cop, and then went into the ground.
I mean, it's possible.
So looking at it in that perspective, thinking, okay, well, the cop tried to just move him over. He did something, then he was going to get caught, and they wanted to show, hey, we're serious. You're going to stop. You're going to do whatever, you're done. And I'm going to tell you, man, I did like the way the cop
the cop knocks his ass out.
I mean, the guy was going to get up.
And he looked like he was getting right back on the bike.
He was going on the bike, and he was trying to get out of there because he didn't want to get arrested.
Yeah, I mean, so, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know what. I don't know what to say about that. But like I said, I don't know what the. I don't know who the. I'm so freaking distracted right now.
I know. I'm trying to read here.
I don't know. Again, I don't know what happened prior to all of this. I don't know if somebody called 911 with a complaint, if they were, obviously they were probably running red lights. They were probably, obviously they're doing illegal stuff on the road, so forth and so on. So, I don't rush to judgment. That's not who I am. I would like to know what Florida Highway Patrol has to say about it. I'm not necessarily. I don't like that they haven't made a comment about it.
Yeah,
but
we gotta get rid of this troll.
I can't do anything about it.
All right, we get it later.
Like I said, I don't know what. I would have liked to see FHP come out with a statement and say, this is what happened.
Yeah, and
the fact that FHP has failed to make a statement is the part I think I have the most problem with. Right. Other than that, obviously these guys are breaking the law. They're doing something that they shouldn't be doing, and you've got to get them off the streets. You got to get them stopped. So how do you do that? Are they making a statement? Oh, they certainly are. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is the statement needs to be from their PR department saying, this is what happened. This is what the situation was. I know what it appears to look like, so forth and so on. This is what happened. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, I don't know. We got people taking over the comment section. So
I see that. Anyway, hey Ken, how you doing? This is Kenny Smith from I met him United American Vets. He's on there right now.
Very cool. Hey Ken, what's going on?
Kicking ass on the airwaves. We're trying, bro.
We're trying. So yeah. I'd like to see, and I'd like to get your guys' take on it. Obviously, everybody loves the football style tackle.
This happened this weekend.
This happened this past weekend. This is on Sunday. Yeah. I can't get rid of this guy.
All right, we'll figure it out later.
I tell you what. Let me.
I'm gonna let Kevin get rid of this guy while you guys put some stuff in here. And
what was that Mike Myers skit? Coffee Talk.
Coffee Talk.
He brings up a topic. Converse amongst yourselves.
Talk to each other.
That's it.
And we'll figure it all out at the end.
All right.
This is funny, man.
So I tell you what. I'll let. No, you know what? No. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta try and figure this out real quick.
So anyway, what are you thinking? Greg, what you got? Ken, what do you got? You got anything on this guy? The cops and taking that biker out. I tell you what, man. Alvie knows my take on this. I just don't think that they should be doing it at all.
No, I'm with you on that, and I don't think they should. I'm not condoning anything. I brought it up, and I wanted people to. I brought it up because it's interesting, right?
It's a story. It's a good story.
It's a story.
The tackle was freaking awesome.
And it's something that I think brings up an interesting topic.
Right.
And Greg, I said the same thing. I'd like to know what the full story is here.
Right. And that's what Greg's saying. Yeah.
What happened? what was going on
prior to that. What happened to make them chase that one dude?
Yeah.
You know, because all the cop cars were hauling ass past to get to that one guy. So, yeah, you're right there. But it was a legendary tackle.
Taken care of.
All right, so that's taken care of. Hope none of y'all...
I need to give somebody access to our Facebook so that when that happens, they can just boot people. All right, cool.
Ken says speed bump. In my opinion, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Hey, you know what? And I'm with you there. And I've always said, I love that. I love that that term, right? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Don't break the law. We had this discussion before. And again, I don't condone anything that was going on here. It was an aggressive takedown. It was a very aggressive takedown. But there again, break the law. Right. Again, absolutely.
All right. So maybe that cop was a little too aggressive, but I think the guy deserved it.
Well, I will say this. I think the tackle. I don't give a shit about the tackle at the end.
No,
they were obviously trying to stop that guy.
They stopped him. And he was attempting to flee again.
So I have no problems at all with the tackle. Now, again, backstory helps, right? That's my point when I say FHP being tight-lipped about it, not saying anything. That's not the time to do that. That's the time for FHP to come out and say, yeah, these guys were doing this, these guys were doing that. We made several attempts to stop this vehicle. We made several attempts to stop this motorcycle. We made several attempts to stop this group, and yet nobody stopped. Therefore, action was taken. That's what I want to come out, especially in the environment we live in today.
Right.
It's not that, because that's a viral video now.
Yes.
Right? Everybody's going to be talking, oh my God, police brutality, blah, 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 blah,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, but why is it that?
Well, it's that because nobody gets the backstory. All anybody sees is that 20-second video clip.
Yep.
And all they see is a guy getting sideswiped by a motorcycle, and you get the headline. That headline that I read was copied straight from the news outlet that this video was taken from. So again, to me, and in the world that we live in, and the PR struggle that we all live in with the guys in blue, I think that FHP or FDLE or somebody at a capacity to do so should have come out and said, this is the situation.
Here's what I want to do is I want to take a breakdown of that video. I don't have capabilities of that, so if somebody else does, frame by frame, at the very end, like right before the takedown, I want to see the side swipe, because you can barely see it upper left.
Yeah.
You can barely see it, but I see the cop up there, and it looks like the bike ricochets off the cop.
It's possible. Again, it's hard to say, and it's hard to see. We don't really know.
Now, the cop could have slid over a little bit, like he should have. How you doing, Albert?
Albert says, I don't think the FHP would just single out one individual with so many others obviously breaking the law. It's just something that we need more backstory on. Again, completely agree.
Yeah.
But that's why I say FHP should have come out and said something. That's my beef with the story. I feel like that FHP should have said something. Should have come out at least with, hey, this is what the situation is.
This is what occurred.
Because all we get is the one side of the story.
Yep.
With the guy who already said, we're breaking the law. This wasn't the right thing to do, blah, 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 blah.
It never is. And they'll do it anyway.
Right. And but again, so you get that one side. So he's the voice of the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, it is what it is. And I don't, like I said, I think if FHP comes out and says something about it, I think it's a little bit different. But anyhow, Here we go.
Internet videos can be edited. Never show the real story after they make it. It's more than what it's simple. Yep.
Always is.
Yep. To get views. Yeah.
That's why it gets viral.
Yeah, man. So, yeah.
This is what So, guys,
we're gonna segue.
We're gonna segue. I know we're gonna segue real quick, but I wanted to say two things. One is apologies for the cameras being all messed up. I had this harebrained idea to get 2 more cameras to set up to kind of have a play on going back and forth between me and the 1-3 when we're talking, so you guys can focus on the guy talking. But I didn't give myself enough time to set that up properly, so everything kind of got screwy.
It's
technical difficulties with the Rockling Road Show. I mean, that's just kind of the way it works. So anyhow, next story. Garth says, if it ain't rubbing, it ain't racing.
That's true, Garth.
maybe a challenge throwdown. I love it. That's hilarious. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about, I saw this came up yesterday. I saw it yesterday, and I was like, holy cow, because this is legitimately my biggest fear on 2 wheels.
Yep.
Okay. So
happened to me.
This is as you can see a close call, right? Chevy Silverado narrowly misses motorcycle in intersection.
You know what? It was a Chevy Silverado that hit me.
Is that right?
That pulled in front of me.
Is that right?
White.
I can't remember if this one's white or not. I think it is. So this was captured on a dash cam, private citizen dash cam, October 3rd. It was in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the video shows a very nice, clear, sunny day, and he's approaching an intersection, and there's a green light on the other side. He's gonna be making a left-hand turn. I don't know why I'm talking about it. I got the damn video, but let's just do that. We'll just play the video.
Go to the video, man.
I'm all verklempt, man.
Go to the video.
We're gonna go to the video. He says, "Go to the video." We go to the video. All right.
So the dude's talking to his kid in the car. You can hear.
And I will say, little people ear warning. This does have some choice language in it. So. All right. So green lights, white. Oof.
That's exactly what I would have said.
It is so incredibly close, and I'm going to back this up. I wish I would have cut this and made some slow-mo out of it. And and then the other thing is at the very end here, you see a bike come around the backside. I don't know if the guy.
I think it's the same guy.
I don't know if it's the guy on the bike, but so you can see here, he pulls up to the light. He's making a left. They got a green light. The guy in the white Silverado just takes off.
He creeped out.
Almost hits the bike. Almost hits the other guy. And then if you look here in the bottom right corner. It looks like the biker.
That's the biker.
It looks like he's going to have a conversation with said truck owner.
I want to know how that conversation went.
This is legitimate. I'm going to play it one more time.
See
and then we'll talk about
it right at the. See if you can pause it.
It pulls up this stupid thing.
Oh, there you go. Right. Oh, look at that.
I mean, it is so incredibly close.
I tell you what, that biker had some good reflexes though, because
I mean, he is looking at headlight.
Yeah, right there. Look at his leg. His leg dropped down.
Yeah, I mean he's trying everything in his heart to keep that bike up. Like I said, and I don't think that I'm alone by saying that this is legitimately my worst fear on 2 wheels.
Cindy says, I wonder if it's like the, yeah, that was scary for both parties, but Cindy's saying, I wonder if it's like the conversation I had with the woman on Fowler. We're on Fowler, and we're in the left turn lane. We're going clear lane all the way, right? Left turn, 2 left turn lanes. Someone's coming out of a store on the far side, and the cars opened up to let them come out as we're coming down.
Oh, Jesus.
And the cars, this Durango creeps out. There's Cindy right there, literally. That lady had to lock up the brakes. Cindy maneuvered that bike around. She did a great job. Stopped the bike, put the bike on the kickstand, and she was in that lady's face that quick. Before I could stop her. And I said, hey, no. She wanted to rip that woman out of the car.
I mean, and that's, like I said, worst fear. Every time I come up to an intersection, I'm looking a million ways, making sure that nobody is blowing a red light, and honestly,
head on a swivel.
Worst the intersections where it's a stop sign.
Yeah,
there's no stop sign on your road, but you have
stop signs
coming this way.
People blow them things.
People blow those things all the time, and I mean, legitimately the worst fear ever. But I don't know. I mean, first of all, I don't know what in the hell is going on in that Silverado.
Right.
He clearly has a red light. The story I was reading when I was researching this, it appeared that where that truck was at, there was a turn lane, like an arrowed turn lane.
Right.
But then again, it's like there was green. There were green going the other way, so there would never have been a green arrow for him to go. So I don't know what in the world he was thinking.
And you notice he inched out slow.
Yeah, like he didn't just gas it and go. I don't know
if he made a mistake and he said, "Oh, it's time to go." He'd have nailed both.
It makes you wonder if maybe he was on his phone or something and he dropped his phone and he was trying to go for his phone and his foot slipped off the brake and he didn't realize it. He was creeping out in the intersection.
And then he just went ahead
and then he just went because he was there. But that is so damn close, and I don't know how.
I'm gonna say he didn't see the biker either, because the black SUV was there.
Yeah, the black SUV was there.
So the black SUV was blocking the biker.
I mean, one is I don't know how that truck didn't get T-boned by two vehicles there, by the bike and by the crossover SUV, and two, how everybody walked away from that. And that's just
they walked away from that, but I don't know if they walked away from the conversation that was had.
Yeah, it's just incredible.
So Dan's saying he had similar moment, but it, wasn't his fault. Come on, Dan. No, I'm just kidding. It's riding down a dual carriageway. Having a car pulled out in a camper van. I'm sorry, it's a horrible English accent. Anyway, when you're in the fast lane, you had to move over the center divider.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh shit! Metal barrier.
Yikes!
Oh man, I know all about that.
I tell you, my brother rode a metal barrier, hugged on it all the way down.
So much for under here.
Yeah, he was in bad shape for a while. But
our bodies heal a little bit.
Luckily for him, he was in his early 20s. So,
yeah,
I mean, he had
resilient.
He had super freaking Wolverine style healing. But so there. I mean, just incredible. I had to play it because
excuse me, I'm yawning.
I had to play it because everybody walked away from it.
Right.
I would have never played that if it ended differently.
Oh, I understand.
But I mean, complete worst fear realized right there in one fell swoop.
Did you hear that the I don't know if you heard it, but the guy in the truck, the guy
sitting there was honking his horn.
He was beeping his horn.
Yeah, dude, somebody's coming. All right, so we started the show with electric motorcycles. We're going to end the show with electric motorcycles. So
this thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, as you can see, Tesla motorcycle ?
Yeah.
So is Tesla going to make a motorcycle?
And you know what? I looked at this. I looked at the pictures of it, the design. It looks more like a car.
Yeah.
But no, it looks like a recumbent. Y'all know what I'm
talking about? Yeah.
It looks like a recumbent.
Yes. You're absolutely right. I didn't think about it, but you're absolutely right.
And it would, to me, it's a little low.
Uh-huh. And
it's going to be really hard to see.
Yeah.
And unless you put a big old flag on it like that, like the recumbents.
Yeah. That's you know what? You're absolutely right. Yeah. So while we talk about it, I'm going to splash
see if you can find some pictures.
Yeah, I've got them. I'm going to splash some pictures up here. So go ahead.
I was going to say the two designers, Drake Nolte, I wonder if he's related to Nick, of Canada, and John Donald Morris of Austria. They've they both have vehicle design backgrounds, and they have something to say about it. They want to do this, and they designed something that is basically a two-wheeled car, but it's a recumbent.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's a recumbent. And if y'all don't know what a recumbent is, that's a low bicycle that you're actually sitting in a comfortable seat.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I want one. But they're like $500 to $1,000.
Yeah, they're crazy expensive.
and you pedal forward like this. So it's a little bit different. But look at this thing. I mean, it's low, and actually what you're looking at is the left side of this is the rear of the bike.
Yeah, the left side is the rear.
And the front is what's on the right. So you can see the swing arm there. The steering is kind of a funky steering system going on.
Yeah, and if you look to the on the left side, how you kind of have the, like, it looks like a
headrest.
Yeah, headrest. It's not a headrest, actually. That's your windscreen. You actually put your head behind that.
You can
kind of see in the drawing there.
The body.
You put your face behind that windscreen.
Not a chance in hell, brother.
But I mean, so it's wicked looking. Here's my thing on this is,
oh God,
it would have to be self-balancing.
Well, yeah, there's going to be gyros in it.
It would have to
think about it. There's what are the other bike? What was that bike? Was it the Yamaha that had it? Remember that we did a story on electric bikes. It was all electric that day, and it wasn't the Yamaha. The Yamaha had that crazy 2-wheel fight.
It was Honda's making a.
But there was one, they had a gyro in it.
Yeah, and Honda's doing one.
And I was saying that if you have that gyro, we like to lean.
Yeah.
It's got to let you lean so far.
So far, yeah.
But then it wants to upright. So
Dan says it looks like a mobility scooter. That's kind of hilarious.
If y'all look up on your computers, on your phones or whatever you're not watching us on, look up a recumbent bicycle and you'll see.
Yeah, it looks exactly. I mean, it looks exactly the same. But you could see they have a couple of different designs. They have like a traditional motorcycle handlebar. They have like a half wheel kind of situation.
Yeah. I'm just not like.
He says not a motorcycle.
No.
It's interesting. I'd try it. I would try it.
I would definitely try riding it, but you're so low there again.
Yeah, I mean
that it's a dangerous vehicle. I mean, you think about like Robin and Harry up in Sweden, truckers.
Yeah,
they'll never see this thing.
Yeah,
they will never see this. I mean, any trucker, you're gonna be like, what was that? Speed bump?
Dan says, I figured the Model C would look like a Polaris slingshot with those wheels. Kind of similar there, except, it's just a 2-wheel guy, single person cockpit type situation. The interesting thing here is it's kind of, it's got that futuristic kind of feel to it that you're used to seeing from Tesla.
Right.
It's got some of those Cybertruck lines that you could see. I think it's listed, or it's going to be listed as a 2-wheel car, meant to ease congestion in some places. And the idea there is that, you're taking cars, big vehicles, trucks, SUVs, whatever, that have 4 or 5 person seating, and you got one dude or one chick driving in it to work.
Right.
So you take all those big vehicles and you put them down, put everybody in one of these smaller type situations, and it helps ease the traffic a little bit. So
I can see that they're trying to combine distance, safety, comfort of a car all into the dynamics with speed and everything into the size of a motorcycle, but they better have like electric car or electric motorcycle lanes only.
Yeah.
Or motorcycle lane only.
I see what you're saying.
Because I'm telling you, this is too low.
Mm-hmm.
If they come out with this and they decide to put this, and especially over where you're at, Dan, because it seems that to me that a lot of this stuff starts in Europe. That hey, let's do a test over in Europe or in India or China or something.
Mm-hmm.
China, never mind, because not for anything except it's so damn crowded.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you need to, and I think India is the same way.
Oh yeah.
But you need to find a place that it's a little bit less congestion, and see what happens. I mean, I guess it does make sense to put everybody in a personal vehicle. but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know either. But scroll that up a little bit. Yeah, so keep going. And obviously, you know, the thought is that because it's a Tesla, it's going to be an EV, that sort of situation going on. The other thing I saw too, which was interesting, was, you know, we're talking about how low it is to the ground, to make it easier to get in and out of when the car, whatever you want to call it, stops to park. You put it in park or whatever. The rear wheel sucks up underneath of it, so it raises the back end of the vehicle up, so you can get in and out of it easier. So you're not having to step out of it. You're stepping out. You're like
down
out of it instead of up
trying
out
to
of it.
climb
Right.
up. Instead of trying to get out of a sports car or Corvette.
Right. Exactly. That's the kind of thing that they were talking about. You know, the other thing is obviously we just talked about it. The windshield design. You know, it's kind of like a helmet, really, like a face shield on a helmet is really what it's going. And I would imagine if you're doing that, it would be like a HUD. It would be like a heads-up display. You'd have all your information there.
My thinking on that though is that, you know what, as I'm driving, I'm looking behind me.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
You know, because I didn't see mirrors.
Yeah. Well, again, you know, this is fully concept.
I know it's concept. Yeah. I understand that, but you know what?
No, I hear what you're saying.
When you conceptualize an item, a vehicle,
well, you know what I mean.
You conceptualize it with everything.
Sure. But you know, so then
thinking about marketing it.
But you can also take that a step further and say, okay, well, it would be quote unquote. And here's the other thing I got to put out. This is not licensed or directed or anything by Tesla.
Right.
These are two engineers that would like to see Tesla pick this up. But this isn't something that was commissioned by Tesla. So put that out there too. But the other thing to think about, and more to your point, is if this is a Tesla vehicle, it would be, I would imagine that it would be on the platform of Tesla itself and would have all of the sensors and the cameras and the radar and the LiDAR and all the other stuff that it has that most of your Teslas have. So you could theoretically not need to be turning around and looking. I mean, obviously it's going to be a hard sell for most people, but if you have in your field of view cameras that are looking in those spots that you would have to look at, then what's the need to do it? You know,
I guess. I mean, you know,
or blind spot deals where it would flash at you or beep at you. I don't. Just those are also things to think about, is if you're going to be building it on that platform. So I don't know. Just some thoughts.
It is, yeah. Well, you know, and like this thing says, it's a far stretch from the reality we live in. Right? Mm-hmm. It's really, yeah. But concepts like these, they always spark the imagination. Mm-hmm. Someone's going to get enough financial backing and cojones. CEO Jones, to get one into reality. And I think it would be cool, but I don't know. I'm stuck on the recumbent style.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And Albert, like I said, this wasn't commissioned by Tesla or Elon Musk. So if Elon, I didn't know that part. If Elon has come out and said that he will not make a motorcycle, then obviously this will probably never see the light of day through Tesla. It may go somewhere else. So
right.
And then Dan says, honestly, parts of the design, I think Tesla have gone and looked at the slingshot and tidbits. Took bits from it. And
you know what? You're right. It did kind of look like the slingshot, but from the rear only.
Yeah,
from the rear only.
Yeah.
Because this electric vehicle, if you will, is a two-wheeled vehicle, which puts it more, in the recumbent style.
For sure.
And think about it, sitting in the slingshot or in the T-Rex or what have you. Mm-hmm. If you took that T-Rex or the slingshot and
brought it to one wheel.
Brought it to one, I mean, that'd be a badass car.
It would be. It'd be a lot of fun to ride. But yeah, so there you have it. The quasi Tesla motorcycle. Who knows if it'll see the light of day, but I thought it was interesting. It looked to me, it looks super cool.
It does.
I'd ride the hell out. I'd try it out.
I would sit in it. I would ride it, and I'd test it, and just like I did the Livewire, which you need to ride.
I definitely need to try it.
And so we'll go next time we find someone that's giving test rides.
Demo for sure.
Do demos. Before we get into this next section here, I wanted to ask Daniel if Mr. Hopkins, if you have anything going on over in Europe that you'd want us to put on the show sometime. I know we've said it before, but we'd like to get with you guys and with Robin and Harry.
Yeah.
And by the way, they're coming down for Daytona. We still need to find them a place to stay.
Oh, that's still a plan.
They're almost willing to buy a camper and leave it here.
Oh, wow.
It would be cheaper. I mean, honestly, my son has a place he can leave it.
Yeah. Interesting.
And we'll be glad to take care of it if we can use it.
Dan says university design students will be more likely to get financial back from companies that look at freelance designers for inspiration to do by drawings they like. Got a true story about one car that is going on today, and we'll tell you next time. Perfect. Thanks, Dan. Really appreciate that.
That's awesome, man.
Can't wait to hear about that. So we're going to fire through events real quick. I want to talk to you about a connection that you made this weekend.
Yes.
And we'll wrap the show up. I know we're running over, but I don't care.
Actually, let's do that before we fire through the events because some people kind of drop.
Okay,
this time.
that'll work. Yeah.
I wanted to bring up my buddy Ken Smith and Frank. I am not going to pronounce your last name. I did take pictures of your card, so I'm trying to get the card up here. That's why I'm looking at my phone.
While you're doing that, Dan says, thanks, mate. Right now, no events are going on because lockdown. Oh, they're going into lockdown again.
Oh, God.
But when we are free in 6 months, I'll pass you events. Great.
Awesome.
Sounds good, Dan.
Great event. Awesome. So I met those guys up in St. Augustine.
Right.
Ken Smith and Frank Bartanowitz.
That's what I would say.
All right. So
Master Chief.
Yes.
Master Chief, right?
Master Chief Bartanowitz.
That's all you just call him, Master Chief. Fine.
So Master Chief. Chief.
Do not call him Master Chief and Chief.
Come on,
ever.
man. Chief.
You know better than
that. Come on,
that.
Chief.
Yeah, you do that. I did that once in my naval career and about
lost your ass.
Got my head literally ripped off my body.
What the hell you know?
Yeah, call a senior chief a chief or call a master chief a chief. They will light you the hell up.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, go ahead. Continue.
Come on. So anyway, they are with United American Vets, and it's really a cool organization. And most of what they do is woodworking stuff and laser engraving and such. And apparently, they have a surprise for us that I've been told.
Very cool.
So we'll see what happens when they ask for my address. Yeah, they ask for my address and everything. So, but we are going to be doing some stuff with them. So you and I need to give Ken a call sometime and talk together and see what he would like to do. But they want to get together, man. They want to do charity events and all kinds of stuff.
Very cool.
The event that they're doing right now is going towards, and this is one of Fran Haas's big things, but it's going towards Wreaths Across America.
Oh, okay.
It's really, hey Patrick, how you doing, man? Anyway,
prepping for a ride tomorrow, Georgia. Sweet, awesome, man. Have fun time in Georgia. It's that's good riding up there for sure.
Absolutely.
Dan, since your previous event I went to normally goes on annually, and hope you like it. Awesome, Dan. Thank you much. Like you said, ride safe, ride happy as well, brother.
Amen. So they want to get together, and this is quit binging. that's distracting me. My ADHD, man. It's like ding ding ding. So we want to get together and we want to do something, and they have several charities. They actually built a bench that has a fingerprint.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was super neat.
Yeah,
like a gun safe type deal.
It's really cool, and it's in a bench and stuff. It's for indoor only because if you put your weapons in it, you don't want it outside.
Yeah, why would you put it outside? Right?
But it is really cool, and they're selling tickets to that. And you can go on their website. I think you brought their websites up last week.
It was on last week's show. If you have it in there, I'll put it in the comments. Is it on their web?
No, it's just their
I think. Let me see.
emails. I took the picture of the back of it. But it's UnitedAmericanVets.com, I believe. But you can purchase tickets for this thing.
Actually, Ken, you're still here. If you have links, man, throw them up there for me, please.
Yes,
That'd be
if you
nice.
are still there. So,
Actually,
but you can purchase these tickets. If you live in Key West, Frank said that he'd possibly run it down to you. He's in Georgia. Anywhere else, probably not. He'll meet you midway.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe.
I put the right one in. So there you go. Yep, we both did it about the same time. Cool.
Awesome, Ken. You rock, man. But I think it's a really cool organization they got going on, and we're going to be doing some good things together.
Yeah, man, looking forward to it. We definitely we'll figure it out. We'll work something out. We'll figure out what we can do. Definitely, Reeds Across America would be a great chance to do something there.
Again, yeah.
I'm sure they probably do theirs up there in Jacksonville.
Yep.
But, maybe we make the ride up that way. Too.
Hey, you know what? There is an event up there that Ken wants us to do.
That's another thing. You told me about it. I tried looking it up. I had a hell of a time doing that. So Ken, if you have the that event, if you could PM us the info on that, I went to Boots on the Ground and there's a gajillion things. So if you could send me that link, just PM it to us. It would be awesome to go through that and figure out how we can help out with that as well. So
he's working on our project.
Nice, perfect, cool. So looking forward to working with you guys in the future. Can't wait to see what that brings for sure.
Absolutely, man.
I love new connections. I love new friendships, and hell, man, vets helping vets. It's the best way to do it, right?
Yes, it is.
So. All right, cool. So let's rock and roll. Let's do these events real quick, and we'll send you guys on your way. I know, like I said, running over a little bit, but we're having fun tonight. So
yeah,
even though damn cameras are all screwed up too, so got it. Send you the info. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. All right, cool. So first and foremost, we've got Reverend Jim's Speakeasy Bike Show on November 1st. So that's 2 weeks from now, I believe.
Yeah.
Day after Halloween. So yeah, because Halloween's next week. So next weekend. Saturday, November 1st at 12 p.m. Reverend Jim's Speakeasy Bike Show. 13800 use 13800 US 19 North Clearwater, Florida. There's going to be live music, good food, cold beer, 16 class bike show judged by the exhibitioners. All proceeds are going to be benefiting Racing for Orphans, 501c3, and the children at the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranch.
Wayne, what's that?
For any event or for details on this event, you can contact Reverend Jim at jim502@gmail.com, or you can text 727-504-3138. I don't know if I think I told you this last week, but I drove by the Sheriff's Youth Ranch.
No, well, you may have said it, but
60.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, I was when we were headed out to West Palm for the funeral.
Okay.
We drove by it, and I was like, "That's where that thing." I'm sure. I don't think that's the only one.
No, there's several. There's several of them.
But yeah, I drove by one, and I was like, check that out, man," because I hadn't seen one. So thanks, HC. Appreciate the kind words, my friend. All right, next one we've got. This is a new one I just found today.
Fran Haas's 12th annual food drive for Feast. What is Feast? What is that?
It's a pantry. It's like a
Feast pantry.
Food
Okay.
clinic.
All right. Friday, November 6th this year at 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Feast Food Pantry at 2255 Nebraska Avenue in Palm Harbor. Not Tampa.
Not Tampa.
All right. So to make a monetary donation, please click or visit Feast GoFundMe page, and we're going to put that link up right now. The pantry is looking to help out this holiday season for those who struggle throughout the pandemic. Due to the coronavirus restrictions and to ensure everyone's safety, they will be doing a contactless donation drop-offs Feast in Palm Harbor. High need items include canned soup, vegetables, canned meat, I guess like Spam or something, tuna fish, whatever you got, dry foods, packages, pastas, rices, instant mashed potatoes, cereal. After the drop-off line, stop by the Fran Haas Law Group tents for a quick thank you and enjoy some biker brother and sisterhood. They will be serving box lunches.
Yeah, so if you guys are in the area November 6th, go check out I shouldn't say check out, go help out a very cool charity, the Feast Food Pantry. We did with 3 Foot Offset, we did an event where we raised money for them. We raised a couple $100 for Feast Food Pantry back at the beginning of coronavirus.
You know, I was looking at Facebook. It was either today or yesterday or whatever, and I think it was yesterday because Quaker Steak and Lube Bike Night was yesterday. Fran Haas had to stop off and get 3 flatbed loads of food and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So she was running around crazy. So, you know what? Can't say enough good things about this woman, you know?
No, I mean, she's something else. I mean, she's just, she's something else. Really is.
We'll just leave it.
And then I was just say lastly, but it's not the last one. It's the Old School Biker Rodeo. This is an event we're helping put on. Saturday, November 7th from 12 to 6. I just realized that the food pantry is the day before this. So,
oh, wow.
It's at the American Legion Post 335 in Newport Richey. Old School Biker Rodeo games include slow race, barrel race, needle and haystack, cone race. There's going to be prizes, 50-50 raffle, gift baskets, food, drinks, and music by our good friends, and Battle of the Bands winner, 3 Foot Offset.
Yeah. The new tongue got it yesterday. Proceeds to this benefit the Veterans Enhancement Project, the VEPUSA.org, if you want to go to their website. They teach veterans how to work on motorcycles and possibly send them to trade school if they can. They also assist veterans that are in need of motorcycle repair that can't afford to make the bike safe and reliable. They help them out and do it. And they also train them. They train them to work on it right there in front of. So, and they also assist the veterans with battlefield inflicted handicap to be able to ride again for those who cannot afford the modifications to their bike. The event sponsors are, of course, Fran Haas Law Group, Rider Now Magazine, Let's Ride Motorcycle Gear and Accessories, and Rockling Road Show. I'm sure somewhere in there is Constance.
Yeah, Constance Asgar, Connie. And actually, I made a mistake. I didn't update this because she got some new sponsors for this event. So I need to add those in I'll have those in next week. So, Connie, apologize. Didn't get that fixed, but we'll get that for next week. And then last one we've got here is one that we love. Really fun events. These happen every month. Veterans for a Cause Dice Run. The next one will be November 14th. At 10:30 a.m. at the American Legion Paradise Post, number 79. Kickstands up at 11:30, $10 a person. All proceeds are going to benefit the Veterans for a Cause Christmas Ride. So for all your info, please contact Veterans for a Cause at 813-506-1130. Good event, good event, but a really good charity. They raise money for local veterans. If local veterans are having issues with being able to pay bills or whatever the case may be, these guys help them out. So can't say anything else good about these people. They're just,
you can say everything good about them because I tell you what, they're awesome. Wayne and Jody are amazing people. So with that being said, and like we always try to tell you, if you are, wherever you are, you don't have to be in our area, wherever you are, if you have an event you want us to know about, you want everybody else to know about, we're trying to get the word out to as many people as we can of as many events. If you're in Georgia and you have something going on up there and you'd like us to put the word out for you, let us know because we do have people that ride to Georgia all the time.
Absolutely. I mean, and we have people on the show that are from different places. So, and you're saying that if you guys have an event, please let us know. We will definitely put it out there for you guys. We have that's what we're here for. That's what we want to do. So.
The whole idea of us doing this show is to get information to you guys.
Absolutely. So with that, Sissy, just you know what, you're joining late. Last week you had it tuned up and we weren't there, and then now this week we're late. You're late because you had other stuff going on. So.
You know what, Sissy? You made it.
You made it. That's all that matters. Thanks for at least checking us out for a little bit. You can always go back and watch it later. The other thing I will say is for everybody here, everybody watching that stayed with us to the end, we appreciate it. We truly, truly appreciate you guys. we want every single one of you to please help us. And like the ticker says there on the bottom, please like and share.
Is there a like button somewhere?
Hit a little like button for me. Hit the share button when this ends, and just put this out in front of as many people as you can. Let's get as many people as we can to join the ever-growing Rockling Road Show family. Because,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we love you guys, man. This is just too much fun. So, Dan, take care, my brother. We appreciate it.
Go to bed, dude.
Yeah, go to bed, right? Garth, night all. Be safe. Till next week.
Absolutely.
Right back at you.
Oh, next week.
Oh, yes. Apologies. Next week. It's still up in the air. I have to work. I'm going to be in Houston, and I'm going to probably be flying when the show is supposed to happen. So we are probably going to load up an old show.
Are we?
We will definitely do it this time.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's either going to, like I said, it's either going to be an old show or we're going to be able to do one while I'm sitting at the airport.
We'll do something. We'll either do something.
So, but I'm more leaning towards an old show just because of I'm supposed. They're going over for dinner meeting, so I'm probably going to be on the ground. I'm thinking I'm going to be on the ground when the show is supposed to happen. So we'll see how it works out. But yeah. So if we're not live next week, that is why I have to work. It's just the way it goes. But if we're not live next week, we will have an old show.
We'll have something going on, and we will let you know what's up. We'll try to get these, even with the old show, we'll try to throw these events up there somehow.
For sure. And then, let's see, before lockdown. Cool. But he sent
cool.
you.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I'm good.
I'm
you know what? No. I do want to say one thing too. It's more of a question. At the beginning of the show, when we were back and forth on the cameras, I just want to know what you guys think about that. It's just something I'm thinking about doing, something I'm thinking about introducing. Obviously, we couldn't finish it that way because I failed to set it up properly. It just doesn't work because they're not zoomed in. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. I don't want to do it if it seems distracting or off-putting. But I just thought it was something to do to kind of
make us look a little more professional.
One, make us look more professional, and two, when I'm talking, usually one of us is talking, the other one is listening and looking and not,
But you know what? That's a good thing though, because you are showing interest in the story or whatever you're talking about. So yeah, I kind of like that. But we'll see.
We'll see. But yeah, just
Dan likes the idea of switching.
Yeah, tell us what you think. Let us know. Put it in the comments. I'll read them after the show. But it's just something that we kind of wanted to try to see how it worked out. So.
We'll try it. We'll try it again. We'll get a little bit.
We'll be more prepared and have it more set up next time. But Dan says keep trying it. Yeah, I know we got to keep trying because we failed miserably the first time around. But anyhow, it wouldn't be the Rockling Road Show if there weren't technical difficulties anyway. So other than that, I got nothing else.
I'm good, man.
You good?
Yeah.
You guys keep it rocking. We love you all.
Keep the rubber side down, baby.
See you maybe next week. If not, when it happens. We love you. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye now.
Peace.